Aloha's and welcome back to my channel for another Let's Talk Thursday. This week I am starting a new series that'll be about 3 weeks long. It'll be 3 weeks long because it'll be talking about mind, body, and spirit and giving you just a few tips that I know work. They work for me, hopefully they'll work for you to take care of those each individual pieces of who you are. Last week I did a video talking about I'm a whole person. You know, we have to learn to care for and take care of and nourish and feed the whole of us, all the different parts that make up who we are. This week we're going to start the journey of talking about mind, body, and spirit, and today we'll be talking about the mind and a few tips, about 5 tips to do some things to really take care of your mind. So let's talk about it. First tip, focus on things that are positive and uplifting in nature. The things that you feed your mind are so important because the things that we let in, the things we allow to seep in, they eventually start to become who we are, and those things start to come out and show in the way that we act, the way that we speak, the way that we interact with people. If you're sitting around, and I know I'm about to come for some people's shows right now, and y'all just gonna have to hear me out because you're sitting around watching TV shows, listening to music that is feeding your mind violence and fornication and adultery. Those things, whether you realize it or not, whether you're intentional about it seeping in, it's gonna seep in. So, you know, Scandal and what else? I don't watch TV anymore, so I don't even know what's on right now, but I used to watch Scandal, not gonna lie. I used to watch it before I got on my walk and got serious about chasing Christ. I used to watch that stuff, and when I look back now, it's so funny how you can see how those things play in your life. You sit around and you just allow these things to go in, and you don't realize the effect that it's having on you, but it's having an effect. So you have to be careful about guarding the things that you allow into your mind. And TV, music, those are 2 really, really big ones because it's something in our society that we indulge in very often. Tip number 2, be intentional about who you spend your time with. It goes right into number 1 with what you're allowing in. Who you spend your time with is going to be so pertinent to what your future begins to look like. I remember seeing something somewhere, I think I read it somewhere, maybe somebody told it to me, that if you want to see what your future looks like, look around you. Look at the people who you're surrounding yourself with, and that's going to show you where your future is headed. So surround yourself with people who are, like, number 1, positive and uplifting in nature. Don't continue to have people around who beat you down, who don't bring anything positive to your life, who stress you out, bring drama. You know, you don't need that. You don't need that stuff in your life. So if you're trying to go somewhere positive, then you're going to need to surround yourself with positive people who are uplifting, who are going to feed you good things into your mind and not things that are going to lead you down the wrong path and lead you astray. You know, garbage in, garbage out. Tip number 3, check negative thoughts and replace them with God's word. You have got to understand this if you don't remember anything from this video. The enemy's job is to convince you that you're not enough, that you need to do more, that you need all the things that the world is offering you, and it's simply not true. You know, don't allow negative things to be planted in your mind and give them space to grow. You have to be able to check those negative thoughts when they come in that feed you things that aren't true and that don't line up with God's word, and be able to push those things right out where they belong and replace them with God's word. It's not enough to just say, oh, that's a negative thought that I shouldn't be thinking. You have to have something that will combat that. And more than anything in the world, God's word is going to show you the truth about who you are, where you're supposed to be going, and what your purpose is in life. So check those negative thoughts and then get in that word and find what his promises really say about you. Tip number 4, read. That is a really great way to work on nourishing and taking care of the mind part of who you are. Make sure, keeping in line with the first few tips, that it's positive in nature, that it's something uplifting, something that, is gonna feed you good things that will get you where you're trying to go. The Bible is a great place to start. That's a really, really great book to have be in that group of books that you have, that you're reading, that you're feeding yourself. But there are also other really great books by some really great authors out there. If you just do a little research, find out what they're about, find out what they believe, and make sure it's something that's gonna, like I said, feed you what you need to get you where you're trying to go. Read, it's knowledge. You gain knowledge and no one can take that from you. So what better way to feed your mind than to get in a good book? And last but not least, number 5, be grateful. It's a really simple one, but I think we lose sight of how much we have to be grateful for, especially when we may be going through trials, maybe going through a difficult time. It's easy to lose sight of how much we're blessed and how much we have been protected from, and how much grace and mercy we've been shown. There's so many people in this world that don't have a fraction of the luxuries that we're afforded here in America, and it's so easy to just forget to thank God for those things. So make a habit of just being grateful, continuously keeping on your mind the things that you have and that you've been blessed with that so many people are lacking. Just as simple as, it's cold here in Dallas, and to have heat running in this house is something to be grateful for, because a lot of people don't have that. To have clean running water, to not ever miss a meal. It's so much that we have to be grateful for. And so if you're keeping that on your mind and you're constantly thinking about the things that you have to be grateful for, it's really hard to let your mind go to other things that aren't positive and aren't uplifting and aren't going to help you grow as a person. Those are my 5 tips for how you can work on nourishing the mind part of who you are. Hopefully you enjoyed this and it inspires somebody to work on that aspect of who you are. So until next week, love on somebody. Love y'all.